is nothing quite so annoying when having an absolutely truly promising book series that grips you at the first book and slowly it declines until you get the absolute horror thing that is the last book. And that is exactly what happened to the Hunger Games series with Mockingjay. Whilst I truly did love the first book, the series slowly declined, but by the time we got to Mockingjay, I was just full of rage and anger and truly did dislike this book. It was then no subsequent effect that then whenever it came to the movies coming about, I was truly excited / nervous for the first movie. And also potentially then not surprising, by the time the first movie came, I truly did not like the first movie. Probably because I was so invested in the first book that the changes, the things that weren't accurate and it just annoyed me. It wasn't done quite right. However, what surprisingly did become of the Hunger Games movie adaptation was that every subsequent movie since, apparently I've turned out to like. So came along Catching Fire. My expectations were quite low because of my reaction to the first movie. And it turned out I absolutely, truly loved it, and boy, it gave me all the feels. All those darn feels. So, I've been trying to keep my expectations low for the movie adaptation of Mockingjay Part 1. And since then, I have now seen it twice, so I think that I'm in a position where I can give forward an opinion on it. This video is probably going to be slightly spoilery, so if you have not seen the movie yet, all I can say to you is do not hold back. I have now seen it twice and I can thoroughly recommend that you go see it. So go off, go see the film and come back and watch this. However, if you're just wanting to watch this and spoil it for yourself, I have warned you. Firstly, and most importantly, I want to put out there, I love the fact that Effie is in this film. I don't think Effie is pretty much of a presence at all within the book, maybe only in the capital, but even then I can't actually truly remember if Effie was in this book. Again, didn't like this book, don't retain much of it. But Effie being in this film was just an absolutely fantastic addition. She's just such a brilliant character that's gone through so much character development that to have lost her in the last two films would have been heartbreaking for me. And kind of the interrelationship of Mummy Effie and Daddy Hamish, I love it. I do. And going into the most probably important part of why I did love this film is because it was an adaptation of this book. It didn't go truly into it completely 100%. And this is an important for one factor. And that is Katniss. Katniss within this book spends much of her time being truly... By the time that we get to the start of this book, Katniss has been through so much that she has become truly a broken person, completely broken, but to the point that she is completely medicated, passing out every couple of minutes, and kind of walks her way through this book as though she were a zombie. Whilst I'm not saying that people cannot be in that complete state of emotional brokenness, because of course they can, but there's something about it that's just hard to read, and I don't necessarily think that it is a great message to put across for a protagonist as such. Putting her in a broken state and being able to overcome that would be great. That would be excellent. Kind of, she starts this way but she develops, she progresses and she gets better. That would be brilliant. But that, to me, doesn't really happen within the book. Within this book, you don't get the sense that she's had these absolutely horrific things happen to her, but she's going to fight through it and come out the other end stronger. She just breaks kind of completely with no sign of being able to claw back. And for me, that's actually quite hard and frustrating to read. But in the movie, we get such a better depiction of a broken Katniss. Yes, she is broken, she's had absolutely horrendous things done to her, but she doesn't spend this time dependent upon being medicated and just struggling by each day. She kind of is broken, but is fighting and finding the courage because she knows that there's this bigger cause that she's a part of, and for the rest of the people who are all around her and those that she may not even know, for them she has to be this stronger character. And yes, it's a big burden, but she does it and she takes hold. And I just think as a protagonist and as a character to put across as this person that can overcome their adversity even when internally they are just destroyed. I suppose it's both a good and a bad message, because it's okay to be broken. It is okay to be broken. But I think the movie gave across a better message in that not all hope is lost. If you feel completely broken, that you can fight through and you can still be this strong person. I think that's such a better message. And I think it's an important message, and therefore I think the movie got that way more across better than this book did, because it irritated the hell out of me in this book. So there we go. I think as a message, part 1 has definitely put across a far better message, and an important message, so therefore I liked it a lot better. And it's rare, you don't often find that you have a movie adaptation that you actually prefer to the book series. And in the case of Hunger Games, it's something that I actually did personally prefer. Maybe people would disagree, and that's fine, you're allowed your own opinion. But in my opinion, I think after the first movie, compared to the first book, it grew in strength. Where the books declined, the movies have definitely got stronger and stronger, and I can't wait for part 2, and it's going to be brilliant, hopefully. Won't get my expectations too high, because bad things happen with high expectations. So that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you haven't spoiled yourself for this. Definitely go see the film. Go see the film again. I highly recommend seeing it for a second time as well. And that is all for now, folks. So as always, links to my other social media will be listed down in the doobly-doo. And if you did like this film, and if you did like Mockingjay, please do give this video a big thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you have not already, please do hit subscribe and join our little family. You're more than welcome. And until the next video, guys, bye-bye.